Have you ever wondered about the lesser-known figures that played significant roles in the early Christian church? Today, we turn our attention to one such figure, Phoebe, a woman of great influence and service in the Bible. We first encounter Phoebe in the book of Romans, chapter 16, verse 1. The Apostle Paul introduces her as a servant of the church in Kentre. What's intriguing here is that the Greek word used for servant is diakonos, which is often translated as deacon. This suggests that Phoebe held a position of considerable responsibility and service within her local church. Later in the same chapter, Paul further elaborates on Phoebe's role, calling her a prostatis, a Greek term that can mean leader or patron. This term suggests that Phoebe was a woman of means who provided financial support and other resources to the Christian community. She was not merely a passive observer, but an active participant and leader in the early church. Moreover, it is worth noting that Paul entrusted Phoebe with the letter to the Romans, one of the most significant letters in the New Testament. This was no small task. It required a trustworthy and reliable person. This act speaks volumes about Phoebe's character and her standing within the early Christian community. But what does Phoebe's story mean for us today? Firstly, Phoebe serves as a reminder of the integral role women played in the early Christian church. Despite the cultural norms of her time, Phoebe was a leader, a provider, and a servant. Her story invites us to challenge conventional gender roles and to recognize the valuable contributions women make in our churches today. Secondly, Phoebe's life exemplifies the spirit of service. She dedicated her resources and her life for the benefit of her local church and the wider Christian community. Her example encourages us to consider how we too can serve others in our communities. Finally, Phoebe's story underscores the importance of financial generosity in supporting the church's mission. As a prostatis, Phoebe understood the value of financial giving and used her means to further the gospel's reach. In conclusion, Phoebe was more than just a name mentioned in passing in the book of Romans. She was a servant, a leader, a benefactor, and a trusted ally of the Apostle Paul. Her story provides a rich tapestry of lessons about leadership, service, generosity, and the crucial role of women in the church. As we reflect on Phoebe's life, may we be inspired to live out these principles in our own lives, contributing to our communities in meaningful and impactful ways. Blessings.